It's time for the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, online at quiver.com.
And good evening and welcome to Silex High School on a Wednesday night. It's a rare Wednesday TribCast of regular season games, and a rare opponent tonight for the Owls and Lady Owls as Crossroads College Prep comes up from the St. Louis area to take on the Owls here at Silex High School tonight. Mark Frodick here in the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth, getting ready for two games tonight, and the Lady Owls coming off a good game the other night against the Wright City Wildcats, and that was a 61-42 victory against Wright City back on the 1st, so 5 days ago. And in that game, Molly Stanek, who's been dealing with some injury issues this season, went for over 30 points. So she's been dealing with ankle and maybe some hip issues, and it's been noticeable here on TribCast throughout Clopton Tournament, Bowling Green Tournament. So we'll see if she can keep up her good play despite those nagging injuries that she's collected over this 2018-19 campaign. We'll take a quick break here on the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame. We'll preview the boys' game as well, as they'll play a little bit later on tonight, and a whole lot more here on thepeoplestribune.com.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, La Crosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices, and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, La Crosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. La Crosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
Are you still looking for a bank that knows you by name, offers convenient hours, and hometown service? Look no further than Community State Bank of Missouri. Hello, this is Deb Olson. Our pleasant staff is here to welcome you and service all of your banking needs. Stop by our office in Bowling Green or Troy and experience the banking difference. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, online at quiver.com.
And welcome back to Silex High School, getting ready for a ladies and men's doubleheader here tonight as the Owls take on a Crossroads College Prep. Tip-off in just about 11 minutes here on thepeoplestribune.com for the ladies' game. Boys will immediately follow. Well, about 15 minutes in between games. But Silex 9-12 on the season. They're starting to creep into that 500 mark conversation. It's been an up-and-down season. They're first under Coach Sabrina O'Haron. And just trying to find that consistency has been the key for the Silex Lady Owls here in this 2018-19 season. And it really, I mean, you got to define that post position. And that you look at the senior Hallie Mueller in that category. Got to get those hands closed. Got to be able to accept those passes. And that's just been something that Silex has been having trouble with, getting those passes in a position where Hallie can pull them down and then put them back up for big points. She is capable, just got to find the right speed, height combination on those passes. She won't be in the starting five tonight. It'll be Kate McDonald, who I think has a little more offensive upside, a little more quickness against a Crossroads team that doesn't have a lot of height, but a lot of speed as they come into this game. 7-9 on the season, and they're very upperclassmen heavy in their starting five. Just one underclassman, a freshman, Michaela Spann, will be in the starting five for Crossroads. So they're small, they're quick, and it's amounted to a record that's 2 games under 500, but definitely one of the more successful seasons for Crossroads in recent years down in the St. Louis area. We'll take another quick break, come back. Starting lineups are next here on the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame.
Mid-America Auto and Towing. Complete automotive service. New and used tires with wholesale pricing. Mid-America Auto and Towing has a great line of used cars and trucks available with financing options for everyone. Buy here and pay here on select models at Mid-America Auto and Towing. Now at 15877 Highway 54 in Bowling Green across from the fairgrounds. Mid-America Auto and Towing.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. With an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at PCMH, and I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, we strive to prevent, diagnose, and treat a wide variety of injuries, ranging from sprains and fractures to heat stroke and concussions. In addition to sports coverage, we offer impact testing for head injuries as well as athletic enhancement for those athletes looking to get a step ahead of the competition. Rest assured, we're at work while your athletes are at play.
Have you been frustrated by slow internet available where you live? Great news. Now you have a choice. Viasat Internet has just rolled out brand new fast internet plans available in your area. Call your local internet expert, Cellular and Satellite Center today. Standard installation is free and they can usually get you installed in 3 to 5 days. Don't put up with slow internet any longer. Call Cellular and Satellite Center at 573-324-3722. Terms and restrictions apply. See viasat.com for details.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana are proud to sponsor our area high school teams and wish everyone success this season. Uplifting and comforting, Bibb Beach Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Home will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Proud to be of service, visit online at bibbbeach.com or collierfuneral.com. A personal touch can mean so much. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, Bowling Green and Silex, and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
And welcome back to Silex High School, getting ready for ladies action between the Silex Lady Owls, 9-12 on the season, and the Crossroads College Prep Current. They're coached by Mike Pomato, and they're 7-9 on the season. It's time to take a look at tonight's Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups. See all their services at PikeCountyHealth.org. The Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, caring for our communities. And for the Current, they'll start a 5'7" senior, number 12, Blair Williams. A junior at 5'8", number 15, Catherine Birch. Another senior at 5'5", number 22, Faith Webster gets the start tonight. A 5'8" senior, number 24, Faith Gilmore, and a freshman at 5'5", number 30, Michaela Span. So again, for Crossroads, it's Williams, Birch, Webster, Gilmore, and Span. There's your starting 5. For Silex, they'll go with a junior, number 1, Casey Pruitt gets the start tonight. Another junior, number 4, Chloe Kenyon. Senior, number 11, Molly Stanek, in the starting 5 despite those injuries. A sophomore, number 23, Lexi Plackmeyer, and a senior down at the post tonight, number 25, Kate McDonald. So again, for the Silex Lady Owls, it's Pruitt, Kenyon, Stanek, Plackmeyer, and McDonald. I don't think that Izzy Scroy is dressed out tonight for Silex. I'll have to look into that one. There's your Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups for this ball game. Check out all their services at PikeCountyHealth.org. The Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, caring for our communities. Less than 5 minutes away from the tip-off here, our La Crosse Lumber Company opening tip-off from Silex. Boys and girls varsity action. We'll start with the ladies as the Lady Owls take on Crossroads. It's next here on thepeoplestribune.com.
This is TribCast, celebrating 10 years of champions. High school basketball from the People's Tribune newspaper is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Sidney Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, by La Crosse Lumber Company, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Community State Bank, by Young Enterprises Incorporated, The Law Office of Briscoe and Brannon by Pike County Memorial Hospital. B&B Automotive, Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling, Cellular and Satellite Center by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Bit Beach Funeral Homes LLC and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana by County Markets of Vandalia in Louisiana, Cole Chiropractic Center, Abel's Quick Shops, Bowling Green Lumber Company by Lynn's Heritage House, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, Hayden's Motorsports Center, and by Pike County Title Company. Now, coverage of high school basketball from the People's Tribune newspaper. Celebrating 10 years of high school sports. This is TribCast.
And welcome back to Silex as we get ready for a Wednesday night doubleheader here on the peoplestribune.com. Crossroads College Prep in town. The Current for this matchup as the girls do their game, and then boys will play a little bit later on as these two teams come in with similar records. Silex 9-12 on the season, but coming off a win over Wright City, a big conference win. Crossroads 7-9 in the current campaign. And we'll try and find out if they've played any like schools. It's mostly all out of the St. Louis area. The closest they would get, the Crystal City game was canceled. We've seen them in years past. Valley Park, we've seen them in other sports. Really, it's all out of that St. Louis area and south of St. Louis. Yeah, the closest they've come up here is some St. Charles County games. So really no like opponents so far. They do have a 2-game winning streak, beating Brentwood and Afton on the road, and then lost to Valley Park before that. So a 2-game winning streak for the Current here in this 2018-19 campaign. We'll take a quick break and come back with your tip-off. It's about 2.5 minutes away here from the Owl's Nest at Silex High School on the peoplestribune.com.
Take your grocery list to County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia and save big on the foods and essentials your family loves. Savings every day throughout the store in every department, or let County Market do the cooking for you with signature fried chicken, roasters, sides, and desserts. And don't forget to use your Max card. They're free and available for instant use from your local County Market grocer in Louisiana, Vandalia, or shop anytime. Find recipes and more at mycountymarket.com.
In a world at the mercy of every rise and fall of the thermometer, your local Bryant professional will stand and defend you, your family, your home, and your bank account from fluctuating temperatures and rising energy bills.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, sparksheatingandcooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Cindy Blaylock will be there for you. 201 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Online at cindyblaylockagency.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
The 10th season of TribCast basketball on thepeoplestribune.com is brought to you in part by Cole Chiropractic Center, Abel's Quick Shops, Bowling Green Lumber Company, by Lynn's Heritage House, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, Hayden's Motorsports Center, and by Pike County Title Company. More high school basketball is coming up, celebrating 10 years of champions. This is TribCast.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your Exmark professional turf care equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
And welcome back to Silex High School. Just about ready for tip-off as Silex introduced Nice crowd for Silex. I'm feeling a little lonely here on the visitors' side of this gym. We were crammed in here with Clopton on Monday night. Crossroads has not brought anybody with them except for the boys team. So the boys will cheer for the girls, and the girls will cheer for the boys, and that's what we'll have tonight. Our opening tip is brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. Everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873. And it'll be Faith Webster jumping for Crossroads against Lexi Plackmeyer for Silex. Tip is up, and it's won by the Lady Owls. And here's Plackmeyer with it. Over to Molly Stanek. Skips it down low through the hands of Casey Pruitt and taken away by Faith Webster. Nice big yellow numbers on these Crossroads current uniforms. And a foul whistled. That'll send, I believe, Faith Webster to the line. The foul is on Casey Pruitt, her first. Nope. Said she wasn't shooting yet. They get it out for three, and that one's good. For number 30, Michaela Spann. Back the other way, and 2 points for Plackmeyer. Pressure. Three-lady pressure, and they get it across to Spann. That shot off the glass is no good. Gets her own rebound. The putback is good. Excuse me, Faith Webster with 2 points. Get the names here as we go along. That shot off the glass is good. We're going end to end. Chloe Kenyon with 2. Good pace to this ball game so far. They get it into Webster on the far side. Bounce pass back for number 12, Blair Williams. And they get into the offensive end and will set up. Webster to Williams, back to Webster, over to the far side for Spann. Up top again for Blair Williams, rather. Now with it is Michaela Spann. Williams, her shot wild off the glass, and the rebound pulled down by Casey Pruitt. 5-4 in favor of Crossroads. Gone with a much darker uniform than years past. I like that old blue they used to wear. This shot is just a bit short for Chloe Kenyon, and the rebound pulled down by the Current. With it on the near side, number 15, Catherine Birch. Her pass all the way across into the student section, and back to Silex with 5:48 to play here in the first quarter. Silex will set up. Plackmeyer to the near side for Molly Stanek. Stanek on the dribble. Puts it up from behind the free throw line. No good. Plackmeyer the rebound. Into a double team. Kicks it back. Stanek for 3. That one's good. Molly Stanek puts Silex ahead for the first time. 7-5. Plackmeyer rejects the inbound pass from Catherine Birch. We'll do it again. And this time it's off the fingertips of number 24, Faith Gilmore, and stolen by Stanek. Silex a chance to add to their lead. Here's Kate for 3. McDonald puts it home. Don't see Kate toss up 2 trays, but she gets one to go there. Now a steal, no, they're going to let it go out of bounds. Back to Silex. 4:56 to play here. So we've gone 3 minutes in this ball game. Julia Wolf checks in. She replaces Faith Gilmore for Crossroads. Here's Stanek in the backcourt. Across the line. Stop, starts again. Gets it to Pruitt. Her shot from inside 3 is good. Casey Pruitt. As Silex has put together a 12-5 lead here after falling behind in the early going. Timeout, Crossroads. We'll take one, too, here on TribCast.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
If you buy power from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, you help power your community. How? Quiver River belongs to the people it serves. With people like you in charge, you know decisions about your power are made with you in mind, your community too. What kind of decisions? Sending you a check when there's money left after expenses, holding down rates, helping you save, serving your community. Good for you, power for your community. Quiver River Electric, owned by those we serve.
Crossroads setting up an offense. Here's a three from the top of the key. That one almost void-locked, and the rebound pulled down by Stanek for the Owls. Up ahead to Chloe Kenyon, back to Molly Stanek. And she'll go back to the Asset Center court. Now for Pruitt on the far side. Casey into the corner for Kate McDonald. She thought about another three, steps inside, puts it high off the glass, no good. And the rebound saved and taken by the Current. With it is Span. Span can't get that one to go. It's a little low off the glass. Here's McDonald, and she almost traveled, lost the ball to Birch. And here comes Crossroads again. And a travel called against Faith Webster. That gives it back to the Silex Lady Owls with 3:31 to play. And after a nice little start, Crossroads has hit a wall and allowed Silex to take a 7-point lead. A couple of big threes in there. There's Kenyon on the far side. Into the corner now for Pruitt. Back to Kenyon, up top for Kate McDonald. Kate to the near side for Lexi Plackmeyer. Plackmeyer for Kate McDonald. Kate drops it back for Lexi. Ooh, almost a foul there as the ball looked like it was loose for a second, and the shot goes over everything. And taken down by Catherine Birch. Birch takes it across the line for Crossroads to the near corner. And back up top now for Span. Michaela over to the far side. And to the wing for Birch. Back up top now. Near corner from just inside three. That shot's no good. Rebound Crossroads as Webster takes it. Her putback is good. Faith Webster with 2 for Crossroads College Prep. She's got 4 points of the 7 scored by the Current. There's Pruitt on a weave. Hands it off to Stanek. Her shot, oh, that's sweet. Molly Stanek with 2 more. She's got 5 here in the opening quarter. 2:03 to go in the first. The Owls up by 7. Get it down. Webster is blocked, and a foul going to be whistled on Kate McDonald. That's her first, team second. This one will send Faith Webster, the 5'5" senior, to the line. And the first shot is long and no good for Webster. Second shot for Webster. That one is no good as well, and the rebound pulled down by Plackmeyer. She works against Webster to get across the line. Now to Pruitt. Tip from her. She gets it back, and we're going to have a foul on Faith Webster as she almost knocked Casey Pruitt into the backcourt. On the floor, and here's Plackmeyer with it. Gets it to Chloe Kenyon. For Lexi Plackmeyer. To the near side for Kenyon. And the ball stolen from her. And here comes Crossroads with Birch. Birch all the way to the baseline, kicks it back. Here's Span for three. That's long. And the rebound to Molly Stanek for Silex. She backs up to the center stripe, now goes forward against Birch. Kicks it into the corner, gets it back. She's going to try the three with a hand in her face and puts it down. Molly Stanek. Eight points for Molly here in the opening quarter, coming off a 30-point performance against Wright City. This one by Stanek knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Crossroads. And back into the ball game. Olivia Smith for Crossroads and Holly Mueller for Silex. Pruitt takes a break for Lady Owls, and Birch comes out for the Current. Need to find someone to get it into. They get it to the baseline. That shot over everything, and the rebound pulled down by Mueller. Off the miss by Wolf. Here's Stanek. Gets a pick from Mueller. Pulls it out for three again. Oh, my. Molly having herself a night here in the opening quarter. She's got 11 points, 25 seconds to go in the first. And a travel called against Faith Webster. That gives it back to Silex. Time for one more three from Molly Stanek. Or Kate McDonald. She's hit 1-2 in this game. 20-7. 13-point lead. Up top for Plackmeyer. Down to 13. Playing for that last shot. Everyone's stacked up near the free throw line. Here's a three. Top of the key, no good. Rebound Webster. She puts on the brakes and won't get a shot off. Shot too late. It was blocked anyway by Lexi. And we played 8 minutes here from Silex High School. Lady Owls lead the Crossroads Current 20-7. Back with the second quarter after this on TribCast.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Pike County Hospice provides specialized high-quality care and support to patients and their families facing a life-limiting illness. We offer love, hope, and dignity at the end of life by offering a team approach consisting of physicians, skilled nurses, social workers, spiritual counselors, home health aides, and volunteers. We provide respite care for family and loved ones and offer 24-hour-a-day access to a hospice team. Pike County Hospice reduces financial stress on families and provides bereavement care to loved ones.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Start of the second quarter. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at youngenterprisesinc.com. For Crossroads, they have the ball to start the quarter. 4 points for Faith Webster, 3 for Michaela Span. That's it. For them, 7 points spread across 2 players. Here's Faith Webster, and before she goes up, no. It will be a 2-shot foul for Webster. She's 0 for 2 from that spot tonight, but is their leading scorer. For Silex, 2 points for Casey Pruitt, 2 for Chloe Kenyon, 2 points for Lexi Plackmeyer, 3 for Kate McDonald. The other 11 points scored by Molly Stanek, and she is on a roll. Hit 3 threes in that opening quarter. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. YoungEnterprisesinc.com, as Webster now 1 of 4 shooting free throws. And then over the line was Webster, so the second one doesn't count. Silex with it. Stanek slowly across the line into the offensive end. Gets it from Mueller, and the shot too hard off the glass by Chloe Kenyon. Here's Stanek off the glass and good. Molly Stanek with 2 more. She's got 13. Shot for Webster, no good. Put back, no good. She's fouled again. Fourth team foul. And this one goes on Pruitt. And that one goes for Webster and the Current. So she's got 6 points. Make it 7 from the free throw line. And it's a 12-point game. 45 seconds gone here in the second quarter. Here's Stanek. Lobs it to Mueller. Gets it back to Molly. Molly is fouled. That's the second foul, rather, on the Current so far in this ball game. And it goes on number 12, Blair Williams. So not a whole lot of fouling. Through the first 9 minutes, and Stanek hits the first. So Molly has pretty much hit from everywhere tonight. $16 points so far for Stanek. That's a heck of a game, and we've only played 9 minutes. They go all the way to the hoop. No, but a foul will send Spann to the line. Her first trip there tonight. 15 foul against Silex, and the first on Holly Mueller. So the foul's starting to rack up for Silex here. First shot's good. Well, we know how Crossroads is going to try and stay in this ball game. Second shot good. From the free throw line. And those two, Spann, the freshman, and Webster, the senior, have all the points. Stanek backs it up for 3. Another one goes. Molly Stanek on fire, 27-12. Pressure in the backcourt from Silex. Bounce pass. Yeah, no, she came across. No one was on the line, though. I think she got away with one. And another foul. This one's going to be on Mueller again. 16, second on Hallie. And back to the line goes Faith Webster. She's got 7 points. 3 of them coming from the free throw line. And she hits the first. Second shot for Faith Webster. That one is long, and the rebound pulled down by Silex, but stolen away from Hinkebine. And Crossroads will reset. Hinkebine had it, taken off her fingertips. To the near side for Webster. Faith gets it to Blair Williams and a double dribble. Yeah. Saw that one coming. That other hand came up before that, and started dribbling with both hands. Stanek gets it inside. They get it down to Chloe, and then Kenyon gives it back to Molly Stanek. Now for Lexi Plackmeyer. Over to Molly Stanek for 3. That one's short. Hinkebine had it, and then it's taken out back by Chloe Kenyon. Up top, Plackmeyer. This shot just off the mark for Taylor Howard into the ball game. Still 27-13 in favor of Silex. Olivia Smith over to the far side for McKenna Span. Now for Faith Webster. Over to the far side for Blair Williams. Williams bounce pass back up for Smith. Her shot no good, but a foul will send Olivia Smith to the line. And the foul called on Taylor Howard, her first, and we're into the bonus with 3 minutes gone in the second. And the first shot is good. And that's the first point by someone other than Webster or Span. And another point closer and a timeout taken by the Lady Owls with 5:07 to play in the second quarter. Silex leads Crossroads 27-14 on TribCast.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170.
B&B Automotive, 812 West Main in Bowling Green.
Second quarter, 3 minutes gone, 27-14. Silex behind the shooting of Molly Stanek. She's hit 5 3-pointers here in the first half so far. Coming off a 30-point performance against Wright City in a win. Second shot for Smith is good as well. And again, that's how Crossroads plans to stay in the game. From the free throw line, they've been very good after Webster missed a couple to start. In fact, she only hit 1 of her first 4, but they've been perfect since that. Near corner, here's a 3. That one's off the mark. Put back is good. 2 points for Casey Hinkabine, her first 2 of the game. 29-15. Here's Smith. Wild shot from her. They cannot shoot on the run, that's for sure. Out of bounds, it's going to stay with Crossroads. As they say, one of the Lady Owls got a hand on it. Here's Birch back in the ball game. Trying to find somebody. Gets it to Webster. Her shot short. Got her own rebound, and it's knocked out of bounds off of Chloe Kenyon. Up top and around back to Birch. Her shot is good. It's a 2. That's the first shot they made from the field in a while. As Crossroads, they're hanging around. 29-17 the score. Silex leading here in the first half. We played a quarter and a half. To the near side for Stanek. Inside 3. That one's a little long. And on the rebound, we got a foul. Going to be whistled on Taylor Howard. 8th team foul, and we'll be shooting a 1-and-1. At the line, Catherine Birch. And her shot is no good. And on the rebound, a foul whistled against Blair Williams for the Current. Her second. But just the team's third. And into the ball game comes B.J. Shaw for Crossroads. She'll replace Olivia Smith. And goes to work on Molly Stanek immediately. A couple of stutter steps, kept her dribble going good. Here's Plackmeyer to the baseline. That shot off the glass is good. Taylor Howard's first 2 points of the contest. 31-17 in favor of Silex. BJ gets it to the front court for Faith Webster. Webster pass across and a travel called on Faith Webster, the 5'5 senior for the Current. I'm not sure if she was disgusted with the call herself there with that face. It's a good face, though. Over to the far side. They get it to Blackmeyer in the corner. Now to Molly Stanek. Stanek from inside the free throw line. can't hit, but will head to the line for the second time tonight. Foul, just the fourth on Crossroads and the first on VJ Shaw. So 11 fouled 11, and the shot is good for Stanek. 32-17. Hit them both. "21 points in the first half for Molly Stanek so far. We still have 3:24 to play. Pass to Birch. Runner off the glass is no good. Rebound to the floor, and it's a tie-up, and it'll be Silex ball with 3:13 to play. Good battle down there. As Silex looks for their 10th win to pull within 2 of the 500 mark. That's where Crossroads is at right now at 7-9. Kenyon to the near side. They work it to Stanek across the lane. Stripped of the ball was Howard, and they reset. Now a foul whistled on Faith Webster. 15 foul. That's her second. 2:53 to play in the first half. And Chloe Kenyon to inbound. They get it to Lexi Plackmeyer. Plackmeyer back to Chloe. That shot from inside 3 is no good, and Chloe Kenyon will head to the free throw line. The foul, the 6th on the Current, and the first on number 30, Michaela Spann. Boys action coming up at the conclusion of this ball game. At the conclusion of the half, the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime. Chloe hits the first. She's got 3 points. And the second shot is good as well. 4 points for Chloe Kenyon. In the backcourt, here's Birch across the line to Spann. And she gets run over from behind by Taylor Howard, and that's Howard's third. Howard checks out into the ball game. Julia Granicki. And the shot is good. She earns the second. She didn't realize that. Spann. 3 for 3 from the line. 6 points in the ball game. Second shot. Hit them both. Very good free throw shooting tonight from the Crossroads Current. Almost carrying the ball was Kenyon. Now they get it near side. They work it down low. Shot no good, but a foul will send Casey Hinkemine to the line. That's the 7th team foul, so now Silex finally into the bonus. And the foul goes against number 15, Catherine Birch. And the first shot, no good for Hinkemine. Pushed it just to the left. And Birch checks out. Replaced by number 24, Faith Gilmore. One of the starting 5. And the second shot is good. 36-19. And back in the ballgame, Smith replaces Shaw for Crossroads. So Coach Pamato not afraid to rotate his cast of characters in there. They get it across the line to Webster. Across the key. That shot is good for Spann. 36-21. 15-point ball game here with 2:10 to go in the first half. Here's Stanek to the near side. Granicki steps inside 3 from the baseline. Her shot was blocked. And the loose ball picked up by Faith Gilmore. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Current. And Blair Williams will inbound. Bounce pass gets it in. Rejected by Stanek. It'll stay with Crossroads. Again with 1:54 to go. Williams again to inbound. She goes cross court to Span. I think she's taller than 5'5". That floater no good. Got her own rebound. Kicked it back. Shot from just inside 3 no good. And Stanek picks up the loose ball this time. Gets it ahead. Chloe Kenyon on the run. And she puts it home. 6 points for Chloe. 38-21. Minute 30 left to play here in the first half. Webster. To Birch, now into the offensive end for Span. Michaela kicks it back for Blair Williams to the near side. Free throw line for Williams. That's long, and the rebound this time pulled down by Molly Stanek. He works it ahead, too far for Lexi Plackmeyer. And that gives it back to the Current with 1:08 to go. Birch checking back in for Crossroads. She replaces Faith Gilmore. And here's Stanek to inbound. Gets it out to Hinkabine over to the far side for Plackmeyer. Now Stanek from the corner for 3. It's good. Molly Stanek. She is on a tear recently for Silex, and she's up over 20 points already here in the first half of this ball game. She may get 40+ tonight. And nice drive that time by Faith Webster for the Current. Things pick up a little bit. With the Lady Owls up 41-23 in the first half. Plackmeyer had their pass tipped out of bounds. Ooh, they said it wasn't tipped. And now they're going to get together and get this call right. And good job by Mr. Redding to overrule that official and say it was tipped out of bounds. Got to get it somewhere. They get it to Plackmeyer now for Kenyon. Chloe back for Lexi. Into the corner. Here's a 3 again. I think this one was tipped on its way out of her hand, and Webster comes up with the loose, or Span comes up with the loose ball. Michaela into the offensive end for Blair Williams. Works it down low, and it's knocked away. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Current with 11.5 seconds to go. State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime is coming up. Birch to inbound. Comes all the way out to Williams. Works it back down to Birch through her hands. 7.8 seconds to go in the half. Can Silex get one more to go down? Get this up over 20 points. Stanek to the far side for Kenyon. They work it back. Here's Molly for 3. No, just off the mark. And we played 2 quarters here from Silex High School. Lady Owls lead Crossroads College Prep 41-23 after the first 16 minutes. We'll be back with the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Schuchard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, La Crosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, La Crosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. La Crosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, equal housing lender.
It's time for the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And welcome back to Silex High School. We played 2 quarters here from the Owl's Nest, and Molly Stanek has absolutely been on fire. To say she's the difference is an understatement. 24 points through the first 2 quarters of this ball game, including 6 threes. She has 1 shot from inside 3 that's gone down, and 4 for 4 shooting free throws, but 6 threes from Molly Stanek, as she is following up that 33-point performance against Wright City with an absolute gem here tonight for Silex. And I think the only reason that Crossroads can even sniff the vapor trails put out by Silex here after 2 quarters is the free throw shooting. They were 0 for 2 in the first quarter, but came out and shot 10 of 13 in the second quarter from the free throw line. That's pretty much over half their points coming from the stripe. They don't shoot particularly well from the field. Webster has 6 points from the field, but other than that, and they hit that opening 3 to give themselves a lead right off the bat, but just have not gotten many open looks or shots to go down. It doesn't seem like they can shoot on the run. When they can get an open look where they can shoot from a stationary position, that's their best shot so far, and that happens from the free throw line quite a bit. So I'm sure that's what Coach O'Haron is talking about. Reduce the fouls, move your feet, get yourself in good position to defend instead of putting those hands or body into it and picking up those fouls, because they did pick up 9 fouls in the first half. Taylor Howard came off the bench and had 3 almost instantly. No one else really in too bad a trouble so far for Silex in this ballgame, but they do have to limit those opportunities, those shooting fouls that Crossroads had in the first half. 41-23. We'll come back with the first half scoring after this. It's the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime on the peoplestribune.com.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these 2 schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone. Mid-America Auto and Towing, complete automotive service, new and used tires with wholesale pricing. Mid-America Auto and Towing has a great line of used cars and trucks available with financing options for everyone. Buy here and pay here on select models at Mid-America Auto and Towing, now at 15877 Highway 54 in Bowling Green across from the fairgrounds. Mid-America Auto and Towing.
At At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best outcome for your athlete. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. We're at work while your athletes are at play.
Have you been frustrated by slow internet available where you live? Great news. Now you have a choice. Viasat Internet has just rolled out brand new fast internet plans available in your area. Call your local internet expert, Cellular and Satellite Center today. Standard installation is free and they can usually get you installed in 3 to 5 days. Don't put up with slow internet any longer. Call Cellular and Satellite Center at 573-324-3722. Terms and restrictions apply. See viasat.com for details.
This is the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. Here to help life go right, State Farm is there.
And welcome back to Silex High School. Scoring after 2 quarters is brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Ken Feeds, Ask-Grown to Calm Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more. YoungEnterprisesInc.com. For the Crossroads Current, they scored 7 in the first quarter, followed that up with 16 points in the second quarter for 23 and trailed by 18 after 2 quarters. They have 2 points from Olivia Smith, 2 for Catherine Birch, 9 points for Michaela Spann, and 10 points for Faith Webster through 2 quarters. Most of those coming from the free throw line, like we said. For Silex, Casey Pruitt with 2. 3 points for Casey Hinkebine, 2 points Taylor Howard, 2 points Lexi Plackmeyer, 3 for Kate McDonald, and 6 for Chloe Kenyon. 24 points for Molly Stanek through the first 2 quarters of this ball game, as she leads all scorers in this ball game. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, YoungEnterprisesInc.com. Ken Feeds, Ask-Grown to Calm Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. This has been the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime. We'll have our La Crosse Lumber Company second half start after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes LLC of Bowling Green and Silex and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana are proud to sponsor our area high school teams and wish everyone success this season. Uplifting and comforting, Bibb Beach Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Home will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Proud to be of service, visit online at bibbbeach.com or collierfuneral.com. A personal touch can mean so much. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, Bowling Green and Silex, and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana. Take your grocery list to County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia and save big on the foods and essentials your family loves. Savings every day throughout the store in every department, or let County Market do the cooking for you with signature fried chicken, roasters, sides, and desserts. And don't forget to use your Max card. They're free and available for instant use from your local County Market grocer in Louisiana, Vandalia, or shop anytime. Find recipes and more at mycountymarket.com.
In a season of falling temperatures and rising energy bills, your local Bryant professional stands ready to defend your home's comfort. Because when the temperature falls, Bryant turns up the heat efficiently.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, SparksHeatingandCooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your New Holland agriculture equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Start of the second half brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. They have everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873. And the Crossroads Current will have the ball to start the third. They get it down low to Webster. She moves around a defender and scores. Faith Webster has a dozen points. And that was definitely a point of emphasis for Coach Sabrina O'Haron. Less shooting fouls as they hit 10 of 15 in the first half. Crossroads did. Here's Stanek with the ball for Silex. They put a little more pressure on her. Get it down to Chloe Kenyon, and she travels. Turnover gives it back to the Current. 31 seconds into this second half. Here's Webster. To the near side for Blair Williams. She just tips it down to a teammate. Shot no good, and a foul again, and will send Spann to the line. She's 4 for 4 from that spot. 9 points in the first 2 quarters. Said that Molly Stanek had 6 threes. She had 5. They counted one of them as a 2-pointer, and the first free throw is good. So that breaks her perfect mark from the free throw line. Michaela Spann. Second shot for the Current freshman is good. She is currently a freshman, and she plays for the Current, so she is a Current freshman. Casey Pruitt. Good ball handling there. Forces it ahead to Kenyon and gets it back. Over to the far side, Stanek for 3. That one's short. Just scraped the rim, and Spann picks it up. Over to Webster. She has trouble with it at the last second and has to pull back. Almost stolen away, almost a travel. They get it near side. Williams, no. Oh. Late call on Kate McDonald. Second team foul. And this one's good. First point tonight for Blair Williams. Second shot is good as well. So she's 2 for 2. 3 of 4 here in the second half after a 10 for 15 performance in the first half. Ooh, tried to get it to Stanek. Now they do. Bounce pass to the near side for Casey Pruitt. Her shot short. Rebound, Mueller. Oh, ball gets away and out of bounds back to the Current. With 6:14 to go and a kind of a flat start out of the locker room for Silex. They've allowed Crossroads to get within 12. To the near side, here's a 3. That one's good. Just a 2 for Birch. Pass too hard, out of bounds off of Pruitt. It's a 10-point game. It's 18 at the half. So a nice little run here by the Current, and they throw it away. And maybe that's the change of luck that Silex needs. Pruitt on a weave. Gets it to Plackmeyer. Plackmeyer from inside 3 is short. Rebound hit by Birch and taken by Kenyon to Stanek. Now to Holly Mueller. Mueller, turnaround shot. No. Can't buy a break. Rebound Blair Williams. Here comes Williams for the Current. Over to the far side. They play catch at the points. Come across. Spann, her shot hits the front iron. Rebound tipped out. Good job by Spann. Now she has a chance for a 3. A little long on that one. Stanek the rebound for the Lady Owls. Down to 4:40 to go in the third. Silex still looking for their first point of the half. That shot short. Rebound. Good job boxing out so Blair Williams can get it. Here's Webster. Faith. Pulls it to the near side. Here's Birch for three. Kind of pushed that one. Rebound tipped in the air, and Mueller takes over for Silex. She'll hand it off for Molly Stanek. They have a hard time shooting on the run. Keep them in that. Over to the far side. Here's Stanek. Makes a move. And a tie-up. It'll stay with the Lady Owls as that three-point attempt was blocked down. And a timeout taken by the Crossroads Current with 3:55 to play in the third. 41-31, Silex lead cut to 10 here in the second half on TribCast.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Ramsey Dickerman will be there at 503 West Highway 54 in Vandalia. Online at RamseyDickerman.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
The 10th season of If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter. If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
Silex needs a spark. They have it on the alternating arrow after Stanek was blocked down into a tie-up before the timeout. The timeout was charged to Crossroads. Here's Mueller with it. Hallie over to the far side, Molly Stanek, and she traveled. So, still need that spark. Far side and tipped out of bounds by Stanek on a nice defensive play. Souvenir for one of these great fans. Here's Birch to inbound. Needs to find somebody. Gets it to Span. Skips it across. Back to Birch. Into the middle for Webster. And she's put to the floor by Holly Mueller. That's Holly's third team foul here in the second half. And sends the dangerous Faith Webster to the line to try and make it a single-digit Silex lead, and she does. Silex yet to score here in the second half. We've played 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Second shot, no good. Mueller had it knocked out of her hands by Blair Williams. It'll go to the Owls with 3:39 to play. 9-point Lady Owls lead. Good job changing up the defense by the Current. Here's Kenyon with it in the corner. Her pass tipped and stolen by Span. And here comes Crossroads. Long pass ahead and nowhere close to Blair Williams. That gets it back to Silex with 3:20 to play in the third. 41-32. Lady Owls in holding on mode. Five minutes gone here in the third quarter. No scoring yet for the Lady Owls. Pass tipped. Stanek gets it back. Almost traveled. Gives it to Pruitt. Casey to Lexi Plackmeyer, and she's fouled by Faith Webster. That's her third. First foul against the Current here in the second half. Allie Mueller to inbound. Gets it to Chloe Kenyon. Tamale Stanek for Silex. She's got to start to drive or something. Over to the far side. Pruitt now to Holly Mueller. Lob pass for Plackmeyer, knocked away from her, and here comes Crossroads again. Bouncing up the floor they come. Here's Birch. That shot no good. Mueller the rebound. Almost had it knocked away. And gets it to Lexi Plackmeyer. Lexi, Tamale Stanek. Bothered by a couple of Crossroads players. Ooh. And she forced up a shot and landed on that hip. And Coach Pavano said that's a bad call. That's a really bad call. Well, it's a call. And the first on Olivia Smith. And it sends Stanek to the line, and she hits the first point for Silex in the second half. She's got 24. Chance for one more. As Webster comes out of the ball game. And she can't hit them both. Rebound tipped by Birch to Span. Across the line to Smith. Get it down low. A little Euro step there. Blocked by Mueller. And taken by VJ Shaw. Now stolen away by Silex. Gets it ahead to Plackmeyer. They'll set the offense. Pass tipped and stolen away again. Here's Span. Trying to go coast to coast. Turnaround shot is short. See, that was good defense. Lexi got into good position. Made her readjust her path. Couldn't hit the shot. And that's been Crossroads' big problem in this ballgame. They can't hit runners. They can hit all day from the free throw line. Across. Mueller. No. Got her own rebound. Goes to the floor. Put back. Too hard off the glass. Tip back, and they'll reset. Here's Plackmeyer. That shot no good, and the rebound picked up on the near side by Williams. Now stolen by Stanek. Gets it to Kenyon. No. Got her own rebound, and she's out of bounds or double dribbled. Something there on the baseline, and gives it back to Crossroads with 1:08 to play in the third quarter. 10-point Silex lead. Limited to just 1 point over the first 7 minutes of this quarter. To the near side for three, and that's good. Uh-oh. Span with her second three of the game, first since the opening minute. And it's a 7-point lead for Silex. Plackmeyer to the near side. Here's Stanek. And Stanek is fouled by Olivia Smith, her second. And the team's third. Silex gets it. Here's a three for Stanek. No. Ball stolen back by Kenyon. Chloe puts it off the glass and in. Chloe Kenyon with 8 points. Silex back up by 9 over to the far side. 15 seconds to go. Pass tipped and stolen away from VJ Shaw. Pruitt off the glass, no. But a foul will send her to the line. I think it's on Birch. That would be her second. Team's third. 2-shot opportunity coming for Casey Pruitt. Her first trip to the line tonight. She can pull it back to a 10-point lead with 12.2 seconds to go in the third. Shot just scrapes the iron. Holly Mueller replaced by Casey Hinkemine. Casey back to the line. This one is good. 10-point lead, Silex. 3 points on the night for Pruitt. With 6 seconds to go. They get it near side to the corner. That shot is long, and the rebound pulled down by Stanek as the horn sounds to end the third quarter. So not the quarter that Silex wanted, just 4 points scored over that 8 minutes, but they still have a 10-point lead on Crossroads as we go to the fourth on thepeoplestribune.com.
If you buy electricity from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, you're more than a customer. You're a member too. What does that mean? It means you have a say in how things run. It means you have equity in Quiver River when there's money left after expenses each year. It means that helping you save electricity is important because we're in this together. It means you have more than safe, reliable energy. You have power. You have people. Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those they serve. CUIVRE.com.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Ken Fees, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance, and more. YoungEnterprisesinc.com. 4 points for Silex in that third quarter, outscored 11-4 over the first 8 minutes of the second half. Scoring, Faith Webster, Michaela Spann, both 13 points. 4 points for Catherine Birch, and 2 for Olivia Smith, 2 for Blair Williams, and a steal by the Lady Owls. We get you Silex scoring as we continue here at the start of the fourth. Chloe Kenyon, good cross. Gets it to Casey Pruitt. Pruitt knocked away. It stays with Silex. 24 points now for Molly Stanek. 8 for Chloe Kenyon. 3 points for Casey Hinkebine. 3 for Casey Pruitt. Here's a shot for McDonald. Kate, good. She's got 5 after that shot. 2 points for Lexi Plackmeyer. Did I say that already? Oh, almost knocked out of bounds. Here's Michaela Spann. Skip pass, tipped twice, still got to its target and on a runner, no. Put back, hits the bottom of the backboard, and Plackmeyer rips it away from Faith Webster. Pass, tipped by Crossroads, gets to Molly Stanek. Shot no good, and the rebound pulled down by Blair Williams. She almost carried it a little bit there. Up top for Birch. Far side for Olivia Smith. Now for Michaela Spann. Down low, Faith Webster, no. Bad angle off the glass. Got to do your geometry. Plackmeyer gives it back. Stanek gives up her dribble, now gives it back to Lexi. On the cutter, off the hand of Casey Pruitt, out of bounds. 6:38 to play in regulation. 47-35, Silex leads. 24 points for Stanek. Did I get that far? I lost my place on the scoring. Here's a foul on Kate McDonald. That's her 4th, team's 4th in the second half. So the fouls have slowed down, but it sends Webster back to the line. She's got 13 points. She can be their leading scorer if she hits one here. Holly Mueller getting ready to check back in. And the first shot is good. 14 points and an 11-point Silex lead. She's had a lot of opportunities from the line. Misses that one, and she's running about 50% from that spot. Had a nice little run in the second quarter. But beyond that, hit one, miss one. They kick it back. Here's Plackmeyer, and her shot is out of bounds. 47-36, 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Spann into the far corner. Gets it back. She's a three-point threat. And I think a double on her is probably a good idea. They kick it down low. Little runner on the baseline, rims out. Hallie Mueller the rebound, and she gets it to Molly Stanek. 5:47 to play, and a travel called on Casey Pruitt. Kyla Spann gives it back to Blair Williams. to the near side. Smith for Crossroads. Back to Span inside the three-point mark. She's too long, and the rebound pulled down on the far side. Now Birch with it, back to Williams. Her three is good. Blair Williams with a tray. She's got 5 points. And the lead for Silex, actually they call it a 2. They call it a 2, so we will too. To the near side for Pruitt. She has trouble. Gets it to Mueller. Out the backside to Plackmeyer. Lexi off the glass is good. She's got 4 points. Birch gave up her dribble. Pass tipped. Almost stolen away. They get it down to Williams. And she is fouled. And that's number 4 on Mueller. And the way she reacted and the way that Crossroads did a little dance afterward, I don't think that was a foul. Sends Williams to the line. She's 2 for 2 from that spot. And the first shot's no good. 49-38. Boys varsity action still to come. Makes the second one to make it a 10-point game, and a timeout taken by Coach Pomano and the Crossroads Currents. We'll take a timeout too. Here from Silex. Lady Owls by 10 on TribCast.
Pike County Hospice provides specialized high-quality care and support to patients and their families facing a life-limiting illness. We offer love, hope, and dignity at the end of life by offering a team approach consisting of physicians, skilled nurses, social workers, spiritual counselors, home health aides, and volunteers. We provide respite care for family and loved ones and offer 24-hour-a-day access to a hospice team. Pike County Hospice reduces financial stress on families and provides bereavement care to loved ones.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170.
B&B Automotive, 812 West Main in Bowling Green.
Here's Stanek. Pass rejected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Owls with 4:32 to play. So we've played almost 4 minutes in this final quarter. Silex still has that 10-point lead. And it looks like they're playing a little bit stronger offensively here in the fourth than they were in the third, at least to start things. Here's Stanek. She has not had an open 3 opportunity yet in the second half after just blowing up. She scored over almost 60 points in her last 2 games. Now a foul going to be whistled on Michaela Span. 5th team foul against the Current. Second on Span. Here's Kenyon. Gave up her dribble. Gets the ball to the near side for Lexi Plackmeyer. Works past Webster. Kicks it across to Kate McDonald. She's playing with 4 fouls. And a push. Called on number 13, Olivia Smith. 6th-team foul. Coach Pomano wanted a double dribble. They get it to Stanek for 3. Long. Rebound. On the run now is Span. Crossover. Kicks it back to Birch. Her shot. Little long. Rebound and a foul whistled on Chloe Kenyon. I believe that's her second. 6th team. So both sides with 6 fouls. They get it in to Span on the far side, back to Birch. Through Smith to the near side, and that shot a little bit long for Williams. Williams gets the loose ball, back to Span, who scores. 15 points for Michaela Span. Stanek. No, but a foul. I think that one's going to be on Smith. And that's her fourth. Team's seventh. So Silex into the bonus here with 3:23 to play. But this will be a two-shot foul on the shot attempt. And the first one no good for Stanek. Just 1 point in the second half after 23 in the first half. Second shot, and that one's good. Gets Silex to 50 points on the night. Here's Birch. Back up top, Smith, floater, that one's good. Olivia Smith with 4 points. First two from the field for her. It's a 7-point game. Over to the far side, Stanek. 3 minutes to go. Blackmeyer over to the far side for Molly. Now for Kate McDonald. Kate puts that one off the back iron and out, and the rebound pulled down by Span. She loses control and ends up in the Silex bench. Ball goes back to the Lady Owls with 2:45 to play. Sometimes the ball just goes the opposite way of how you want it to. Oh, into the backcourt, got to be chased down by Kate, and she goes into defensive mode. She knew she wasn't going to outrun the current player, and that one taken away. Pomato wanted to kick, and I agree. And a foul. As Chloe Kenyon gets it, it'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity. 8th team foul against the Current, and the third on Catherine Birch. First shot is no good. Rimmed out on her, and the Current get the rebound. Near side, turnaround three, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Stanek. Molly across the line. From the baseline, that shot, Chloe Kenyon is good. 10 points for Chloe. Here's Shaw off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Going to say last touch by Molly Stanek. That keeps it with the Current, down 9 to Silex with 1:52 to go. They get it in, shot no good. I think Webster was looking for a foul there. Here's Pruitt, gives it back to Lexi Plackmeyer. You take it across. 52-43. She needs to get across the line, just does. Lexi, good spin move to the near side. Kicks it back to Molly Stanek. Stanek, bothered by VJ Shaw, gives it off to Chloe Kenyon. Chloe, back to Lexi Plackmeyer. Plackmeyer to the near side with 1:22 to go. Here, get it to Kate McDonald. Kate off the glass is good. 7 points for Kate. And a travel called on Blair Williams. Drug that foot as she pulled it back across her body to pass to the near side. 1:08 to go, and Silex looking to burn a little bit of that clock now, up by double digits. Look for some fouls from the Current. Can't go backward. And a foul whistled against number 30, Micaiah Span. That's the 9th team foul. 1-and-1 opportunity coming up for Casey Pruitt. And a timeout taken by Crossroads. They have one left here with 1:02 to play. Silex 54, Crossroads 43 on TribCast.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Shucard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
At the line, Casey Pruitt. She has 3 points tonight, 1 of 2 shooting free throws. It is a 1-and-1 situation for Silex. And the first one's good, earns the second. And that second shot is good as well. Good thing, I already filled in the circle. 56-43 rather, with 55 seconds to go. And travel on the three-point attempt. And the freshman will grow out of that. She's been very good tonight, Span. And a foul whistled on Blair Williams, her third. And that's the 10th. And the double bonus kicks in for the Lady Owls. Boys action coming up. Silex, you can see in the corner, ready to take the court. Crossroads over in the far corner. They're wearing more of the classic Crossroads blue. Not that anything is really classic for Crossroads, as Chloe Kenyon misses the first. She's got 10 points tonight. And that shot, good. Substitutions, fresh 5 coming in for the Current, as they say we're done. And a fresh 5 coming in for the Lady Owls too, or a fresh 3 at least, as they empty their bench. Everyone who hasn't played, well, Gradicke was in a little bit. And so is Taylor Howard, but making her first appearance is Gwen Gilbert tonight. And a little trouble with it in the backcourt for Sophie Cohen. Gets it ahead to Julia Wolf. And the ball goes back to Silex. And Gilbert inbounds to Chloe Kenyon. Back up top for Julia Gradicke. Gradicke to the far side. Now for Howard, Taylor Howard. They weave it a little bit. In the final 20 seconds. Near side. Now Howard goes far side. Back up top. Kick it down low. Here's Casey Pruitt with 2 more. She'll finish the night with 7. And it's 59-43, and that will be our final. As that shot goes wide at the buzzer. Silex wins it. 59-43. We'll be back with the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame for you after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, La Crosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices, and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, La Crosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. La Crosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, equal housing lender.
It's time for the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame, brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
And welcome to the postgame. 59-43 is our final, and we're joined by our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game. 25 points tonight for Molly Stanek. And Molly, in the last two, you've scored almost 60 points. So what's going on? You were on fire there in the first half.
I just keep thinking I got to be aggressive this season. Since it's my last season, I just got to be aggressive and play my game every game.
You thought you were going to escape being on camera sitting back here by me. Well, I've got another one. But 23 points in the first half. What did they do different against you in the second half of this ball game?
I think they just put a lot of pressure on us up in the get. Like, they just got up on us, and we couldn't handle it at one point. But I think we tried to slow it down, and that helped us a lot.
Fourth quarter, you really did slow them down, kept them away from the free throw line, which I know was a point that Coach O'Haron was pushing there at halftime. So, what do you guys do differently to their offense to kind of negate those free throw opportunities?
We just got to get our body squared to them and put our hands straight up, like, every time. It doesn't matter, just, like, straight up. Even if it's a slightly turn, just straight up. It's every time. It doesn't matter.
I know it was frustrating their coach a little bit there in the fourth quarter. So, congratulations. I think that was the 10th win of the season. So you're right around that 500 mark. It's a good time to start playing good ball, and you guys have a 2-game win streak now as we get close to district play. Do you feel that the team is coming along as a whole?
Yes, we've been working pretty hard in practice, working as a team, and good passes, and just communicating as a whole.
Well, congratulations again on the win tonight.
Thank you.
That's Molly Stanek, 25 points tonight. And let's get Coach Sabrina O'Haron in here as we continue with the post game. Wipe that off a little bit. She was working hard out there, especially in that second half. They were really doubling on her a lot in the second half of that ball game. What did you notice they were doing differently?
As far as Crossroads?
Yeah.
They were more aggressive. They came out after the ball more than they did the first half. They didn't give us as much leeway.
But you guys were able to kind of pull it together there late in the third and keep them from doing the things they wanted to do offensively.
Yeah, we got into foul trouble again. Same story, different night as far as that goes, and that kind of affected our play a little bit. But we had a rough beginning of the third quarter, especially. Kind of had to make up for it, and they knew that.
Was that win number 10?
Yes.
Right there at just below the 500 mark. Do you think with the 2-game winning streak, they're starting to play their best ball of the season at this point?
Oh, absolutely. We had over 60 Friday night, and then we were at 59 tonight. We're starting to score a lot more, and Molly's had 2 great games back to back, but she's able to have those looks because we're starting to have shots from all the girls. It's that team effort.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on this one, Coach, and we'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
That's Coach Sabrina O'Haron here in the post-game show. We'll take a quick break, come back with final scoring numbers after this on the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame here on thepeoplestribune.com.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone. Mid-America Auto and Towing. Complete automotive service. New and used tires with wholesale pricing. Mid-America Auto and Towing has a great line of used cars and trucks available with financing options for everyone. Buy here and pay here on select models at Mid-America Auto and Towing. Now at 15877 Highway 54 in Bowling Green across from the fairgrounds. Mid-America Auto and Towing. This is the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame, brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
Final scoring numbers brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, Ken Feeds, Ascro and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more. YoungEnterprisesInc.com. For the Crossroads Current, 5 points on the night for Blair Williams, 4 points for Olivia Smith. 4-point night for Catherine Birch, 14 on the night for Faith Webster, but she was held to just 1 point in the final quarter. That was big for Silex, and a 15-point night for Micaiah Spann, as she is the leading scorer for the Crossroads Current. For Silex, a 7-point night for Casey Pruitt, 11 for Chloe Kenyon as she goes to double figures, 3 points for Casey Hinkebine, 2 for Taylor Howard, 4 points for Lexi Plackmeyer, 7-point night for Kate McDonald, and 25 in the bucket for Molly Stanek, coming off a 33-point performance. So 58 points over a 2-game span for the senior Molly Stanek, and she is playing some good ball. Was limited in the second half as they doubled and even tripled her, but a great first half to really put Silex out ahead, and they needed every point because Crossroads played some defense in the second half of the ball game. But the Owls come away with the win. Boys action is coming up. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Ken Feeds, Ascro and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. We'll wrap up this Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame. Come back with the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best outcome for your athlete. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. We're at work while your athletes are at play.
Have you been frustrated by slow internet available where you live? Great news. Now you have a choice. Viasat Internet has just rolled out brand new fast internet plans available in your area. Call your local internet expert, Cellular and Satellite Center today. Standard installation is free, and they can usually get you installed in 3 to 5 days. Don't put up with slow internet any longer. Call Cellular and Satellite Center at 573-324-3722. Terms and restrictions apply. See Viasat.com for details.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes LLC of Bowling Green and Silex and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana are proud to sponsor our area high school teams and wish everyone success this season. Uplifting and comforting, Bibb Beach Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Home will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Proud to be of service, visit online at bibbbeach.com or collierfuneral.com. A personal touch can mean so much. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, Bowling Green and Silex, and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana. Take your grocery list to County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia and save big on the foods and essentials your family loves. Savings every day throughout the store in every department, or let County Market do the cooking for you with signature fried chicken, roasters, sides, and desserts. And don't forget to use your Max card. They're free and available for instant use from your local County Market grocer in Louisiana, Vandalia, or shop anytime. Find recipes and more at mycountymarket.com.
In a season of falling temperatures and rising energy bills, your local Bryant professional stands ready to defend your home's comfort. Because when the temperature falls, Bryant turns up the heat efficiently.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, sparksheatingandcooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
It's time for the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, online at quiver.com.
And welcome back to Silex High School as we get ready for the second half of our Wednesday night doubleheader here on thepeoplestribune.com. The Silex ladies defeat Crossroads and we'll see if the boys can do the same. They're coming off a close loss to Clopton on Monday, and then Friday they were in a shooting match against Wright City and came up just a few points short. So they've been in ball games. They've been putting up points, just falling short in the end, and we'll see if they can turn that corner tonight and grab a big W against the Crossroads Current here as the home games start to dwindle here in the 2018-2019 season. We'll take a quick break, come back with your starting lineups after this. It's the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame on the peoplestribune.com.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Shucard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
The 10th season of TribCast Basketball on thepeoplestribune.com is brought to you in part by Cole Chiropractic Center, Abel's Quick Shops, Bowling Green Lumber Company, by Lynn's Heritage House, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, Hayden's Motorsports Center, and by Pike County Title Company. More high school basketball is coming up, celebrating 10 years of champions. This is TribCast.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
And welcome back to Silex. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for this ball game. Our Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups. Check out all their services at PikeCountyHealth.org. The Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, caring for our communities as the captains and coaches meet with the officials in front of the scorers table. The Crossroads Current, they're coached by Jerome Douglas. They're 1-16 on the season. They'll start a junior, number 3, Miles Thomas. Another junior, number 4, Kavion Chester gets the start tonight. A junior, number 23, Jordan Carradine gets the start. A senior, number 25, Jude Huck Raymond. And a sophomore, number 30, Jordan Bogan gets the start tonight. A couple of guys out with illness tonight, including number 0, Andrew Guest for Crossroads. But their starters, Thomas, Chester, Carradine, Huck Raymond, and Bogan for Crossroads. For the Silex Owls, they're 4-17 on the season, coached by Aaron Hankey. They'll start senior number 11, Hank Kinsey. Number 22 gets a start tonight. He's a junior, Trey Mudd. Another junior, number 23, Brian Hankey gets a start tonight. Tommy Grody, a junior, gets a start. He's number 31. He had an excellent game, I think a 17-point game against Clopton on Monday night. He's been really leading the way lately for the Silex Owls. And number 33 rounds out the starting 5. He's a senior, Charles Turbyville. So again, it's Hank Kinsey, Mudd, Hankey, Grody, and Turbyville, your starters for the Silex Owls. And those are your Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups for this ball game. Check out all their services at PikeCountyHealth.org. The Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, caring for our communities. Silex and Crossroads, the men's half of our Wednesday night doubleheader is coming up next here on the peoplestribune.com.
This is TribCast, celebrating 10 years of champions. High school basketball from the People's Tribune newspaper is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Shucard in Bowling Green, Sidney Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, by La Crosse Lumber Company, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Community State Bank, by Young Enterprises Incorporated, the Law Office of Briscoe and Brannon, by Pike County Memorial Hospital, B&B Automotive, Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling, Cellular and Satellite Center, by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Bit Beach Funeral Homes LLC and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana, by County Markets of Vandalia in Louisiana, Cole Chiropractic Center, Abel's Quick Shops, Bowling Green Lumber Company, by Lynn's Heritage House, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, Hayden's Motorsports Center, and by Pike County Title Company. Now, coverage of high school basketball from the People's Tribune newspaper. Celebrating 10 years of high school sports. This is TribCast.
And welcome back to Silex. Boys action coming up. Crossroads in town to take on the Silex Owls. The ladies beat Crossroads by a final of 59-43. Introductions in the national anthem getting ready to take place here. We'll take a break, come back with the opening tip after this.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
Many of us look for ways to save energy, but be smart. Don't take safety shortcuts. Quiver River Electric Cooperative reminds you to use electricity safely and take it seriously. Never touch a downed power line. Always stay at least 10 feet away. Outdoors, look up for power lines and call 811 before you dig. Indoors, keep appliances away from water. Don't overload circuits or use damaged cords. A safety message from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those we serve.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
This is Kim Gam, RN, Certified Diabetes Educator and Coordinator of the Pike County Diabetes Counseling Program. Diabetes self-management education is designed to help you understand the disease and learn to manage it. Our nationally recognized program provides quality education and covers all aspects of diabetes management from basic to advanced skills. For more information, contact the Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice at 573-324-2111.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, new and used equipment, parts and service, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Crossroads has been introduced, and Silex being introduced with gusto here to a really packed home side of the gym. And they've even spilled over here onto the visitors' side as well, behind the benches at what they're calling the Owl's Nest here at Silex High School. Opening tip brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. They have everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873. A good crowd, good win by the ladies. And our opening tip will be Jordan Bogan, jumping center against Charles Turbyville. And Bogan definitely has the height advantage in this matchup. 8 minutes on the clock. Score set at 0-0. We're ready for Mr. Redding to come in from the far side and tip this one off. Bogan against Turbyville. Ball is up, and it's won by Crossroads into the backcourt. And Miles Thomas will take it up the floor. Thomas, skip pass down to Raymond. There you go. Hyphenated. And a steal by Silex. Turbyville and a blocking foul against Bogan. Nope, not Bogan. They gave it to Thomas. It is the first foul against Crossroads, however, either way. And to the line, Charles Turbyville to shoot a pair. First one is good. Silex ahead 1-0. Owls looking for their 5th win. Crossroads looking for their 2nd. And the second shot rims out. Bogan the rebound. He's tall. Huck Raymond gave it off to the point guard, Miles Thomas. Thomas across the line, greeted by Tommy Grody. Gets it for Kavion Chester. Chester with it again, holds it high. Moves to the near side, cut off from the basket by Hankey, but he gets it back and puts down a three. So Kavion Chester makes it 3-1 Crossroads. Brian plays catch with Tommy Grody at the points. Tommy to the near side. That three is off for Hank Kinsey. Pounded back out and taken by Crossroads. And here comes Chester. Floater, no good. Rebound by Trey Mudd. Over to Turbeville. Sets up Grody. Grody to the low blocks. Gets it near side. Hank Kinsey. Kinsey drives center of the lane. Pushes it back. Here's Brian Hankey for three. It's good. 4-3 Silex. Brian Hankey with the tray. His first 3 points tonight. Huck Raymond has his pass tipped, stolen. Here's Hank Kinsey going in 1-on-3. He decides that's not favorable. Gives it back to Tommy Grody. Grody can't sneak it over the long, tall defense of Crossroads. And here come the Current down a point. Nearly 2 minutes gone here in the opening quarter. Thomas in trouble, and it's stolen. Tommy Grody going in 1-on-2. He's stripped of the ball by Miles Thomas. Nice play coming back. Pass over. Bogan. No reset. That's 2 passes for Kavion Chester that have been cut off by a teammate. Now he misses the three. Huck Raymond had the rebound taken away. Here's Hank Kinsey. Lets the pass catch up with him. Back to Brian Hankey. Skip pass far side. Here's a three for Turbeville. A little long on that one, and the rebound high. Jordan Carradine for Crossroads. 4-3 still our score. Here's Kavion Chester. Over to the far point for Carradine. Back near side for Miles Thomas. Forces one inside. Hits it back. High arcing three. Misses everything. And on the rebound, we got a foul against Turbeville. I think he heard the sound. But that was the sound of the ball hitting Turbeville's flat palm. Not a slap. First team foul and the first foul. Yep, now we got another one. This one's on Tommy Grody. His first, team second. 4:56 to play in the opening quarter. They work it up top. Here's a three. Chester off the mark. And Turbeville grabs the rebound this time with no slappy sound. That shot short for, I'm not sure if it was Mudd or Kinsey, but Chester going back the other way, he slows up. Back to Huck Raymond. They play catch. Back to Huck Raymond. His name's Jude. Long pass inside, a little trouble with it. Puts it back to Bound, and it's out of bounds off of Bogan, rather. Jordan Bogan's hands, and into the ball game for the first time, Justin Havlick. Sporting my 1993 haircut. Okay, maybe 92. It's very similar. So hopefully Havlick doesn't end up the same way I did. Bald head. Hankey back to Grody. To the near side for Mudd. Trey has his pass back to Turbeville, stolen, and here comes Chester. Kicks it to the baseline, and nowhere close was Miles Thomas. And Landon Harlan into the ball game. Here's Tommy Grody. Trey Mudd checked out to make room for Harlan in the lineup. Havlick back up top for Tommy Grody. Grody going to try the three. Kind of a sideways spin on it, and it goes off the iron and out. Work it back for a three. That one's in and out. And the rebound pulled down by Silex. Here's Brian Hankey. Gets it down. Tommy Grody to the glass. Blocked. Got it back. And works Bogan for a foul. That's his first, team second. And Tommy Grody goes to the line. Silex just one of two from that spot tonight. And the first shot is good. Jerome Douglas wanted an explanation. He got one he liked, actually. Hit both. 6-3 Silex. Up by a tray here with, oh, that's over and back. Yeah, he crossed the line and came back. Huck Raymond with the turnover. And Silex will take it on the far side as Havlick gets it in. Three from the near side. Hankey can't hit. Turbyville the rebound. His put back off the glass is good. Charles Turbyville for Silex. He's got 3 points. Oh, what a steal there by Turbyville. Now he's going one-on-one to the hoop and in. Charles Turbyville having a nice first quarter and a timeout taken by Crossroads with 2:34 to play. 10-3, Silex leads, and this is high school basketball on TribCast.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170.
B&B Automotive, 812 West Main in Bowling Green.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Schuchard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Brian Hankey, the steal, gets it back to Tommy Grody. Shot no good, but a foul will send Tommy back to the line. Creech and Mudd getting ready to check back in for Harlan and Havlick after this first shot. The foul was the first on Kavion Chester, and the first shot's no good. And Grody 2 for his first 3. Into the ballgame also is number 32, Jackson Dobslaw. He replaces Jude Huck Raymond. And the second shot is good to make it 11-3. 8-point lead. Chester with it. Gets it to Thomas. Back to Chester. Kavion surveys the scene. Man, a tie-up? No, a foul going to be whistled. No, a tie-up. And the arrow favors Silex with 2:03 to play in the first quarter of this ball game. Here's Tommy Grody in the backcourt with it. Off the inbound. Hankey finds his spot. They get it around. And a turnaround shot for Trey Mudd is good. That was quick. 13-3. 10-point Silex lead here in the first half. Chester has his pass for Thomas intercepted. Creech near side. Back for Creech. 3 is a little flat. Hits the front iron and comes back to Crossroads. Minute 30 to go in the first quarter. Over to the far side for Dobslaw, and his pass intercepted. Here's Tommy Grody. Gets it center of the lane. Trey Mudd. That shot, I think, was blocked a little bit. by Carradine. Work it back the other way, and a foul will send Kavion Chester to the line, the junior, for the Current. And the foul goes against Trey Mudd, his first, team's third. And the Current back to the line. First shot's good. Make it a 9-point game. Justin Hamlick checks out. And the second shot is good as well. 5 points on the board, and they're all off the hand of Kavion Chester. Also the first points for Crossroads since that three put them up by a point early on. Here's Tommy Grody. Kicks it back to Creech. Creech having trouble with that corner tonight on camera. And the pass stripped away from Chester. They wanted a reach-in foul, and I think they have an argument there. Skips it back. Ooh, Tommy Grody just got that pass. Works it down low, and Trey Mudd couldn't get a handle on it. Goes back to the Current with 42.1 seconds to go. Chester with it in the backcourt. Works past Kinsey. Gets it ahead. Driving. Oh, he lost it off his own foot, though. Picked up by Thomas. Here's a shot from the near side. That's no good. And Hank Kinsey comes away with it for the Owls with 22 seconds to go and a foul on the backside by Miles Thomas. That'll be his second. Team's fourth. And back into the ball game, Jude Huck Raymond, the senior starter for Crossroads. Foul was on the floor with 21.7 seconds to go. Here's Scott Creech for three. That one's long. And the rebound pulled down on the near side by Kavion Chester. Chester. And a blocking foul on Tommy Grody. That's his second, team's fourth. Havlick and Turbeville back in. Grody and Mudd check out. 11.2 seconds to go. The inbound will be right below us. Here's Chester. The junior goes far side with it to Carradine, and that one's out of bounds. Back to Silex, 4.7 seconds. They pull off the defense, so Silex can roll it a little bit. Now they pick it up. They get it across. Here's Turbeville at the buzzer. No. 13-5 is our score after one. Back with second quarter action after this. Silex leads on TribCast.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, La Crosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, La Crosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. La Crosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
Scoring after the first quarter brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Kent Feeds, Asgrown DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. 5 points for Kavion Chester. That's it for Crossroads. 2 of 2 shooting free throws, however. For the Owls, 2 points for Trey Mudd, 3 for Brian Henke, 3 for Tommy Grody, 5 for Charles Turbeville. He's the top scorer for the Owls. And Silex is 4 of 6 shooting free throws. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Ken Feeds, Asgrown DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. And that one's through the hands of Carradine out of bounds. Gives it back to the Silex Owls. 15 seconds into this second quarter. Turbyville tips it back to Havlick. Here's Brian Hankey over to Charles Turbyville. Thought about the three. Wasn't there for him. He gives it back to Havlick. Havlick floated a pass to Hank Kinsey. Now for Hankey, his three is good. Brian Hankey has a pair of threes in this game. He becomes the game's leading scorer with that tray. 16-5, an 11-point advantage for the Owls. Huck Raymond starts it across to Kavion Chester. Now for Carradine. Carradine is fouled. And Jordan will head to the line. Jordan is a junior. 53 seconds gone in the second quarter. Second foul on Charles Turbyville and the fifth on the Owls. And the first shot's no good. So still the only scorer for the Current is Kavion Chester. Second shot. That one's long, and the rebound pulled down by Hank Kinsey. Hank. And a foul on Chester. That's his second. Fifth team foul against the Current. Crossroads College Prep. Kinsey finally decides, all right, I'll give it to you, Charles. Here's Havlick with it. Tried to force it back. Got it, actually, to Hankey. And the shot from Kinsey was no good. Here's Chester. Over to the far side. Back up top for Jackson Dubslaw. Now for Chester again. Into the near corner. Here's a shot off the mark for Carradine. And Silex with the rebound. And Kinsey misses everything. And then a foul as he a little frustrated by that shot and got himself wrapped up with Jude Huck Raymond. His first, team 6, so the next one will be 1-1s for the Current. I think that may be the only way they get anyone else into the scorebook. Chester gets it ahead. Back up top for Carradine to Huck Raymond. Now here's a three, and that one's good. Who else? Kavion Chester. He's got all 8 points. 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. Over to the far side. Havlick lost the handle. Taken by Chester. Here's Kavion. Stops, starts, and a blocking foul whistled against Harlan. No. They gave it to Kinsey before he got to Landon. 1-and-1 opportunity for Kavion Chester. And Tommy Grody comes back in for Hank Kinsey. 2 for 2 is Chester from the line tonight. 8 points, including a pair of threes. Making 9 points. And he earns the second. I'm not just tracking Kavion Chester's points. That's the entire team. He's got all of them. And he can put them into double figures and himself with that shot, and he does. 16-10 is the Silex lead. Grody gets it to Havlick. Justin back to Tommy Grody. Grody. Yep, throws it to the bench of the Crossroads Current. They get it back down just 6. Here's Chester. Gets it down low. That shot, no! Oh, Jude. Here's Grody to the near side. How about a three? That one is just a bit long for Brian Hankey. Here comes Chester for the Current. Currently down 6 points to Dubslaw. Back up Here's Chester for three, off the mark this time, and Turbeville is fouled on the rebound by number 25, Jude Huck Raymond. That's his first and the team's sixth. So next time it'll be 1-and-1s as we pass 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. 3:15 gone to be exact. Here's Brian Hankey to the near side for Charles Turbeville. Turbeville over to the far side. Kicks it back to Havlick. Havlick back to Brian Hankey. He'll try the three. This time it rattles home. Hankey with his third three tonight. He's got 9 points. Here's Chester with Crossroads down by 9. All the way back to Kavion Chester. His shot off the mark. He's starting to force things a little bit, it looks like. Turbeville gets it to Hankey. Dumps it off to Landon Harlan, who scores. First 2 points for Landon, and it's an 11-point lead with 4 minutes to go here in the quarter. Work it inside. That shot off the mark. Rebound. No. Another one and an over-the-back call. This time whistled on Jordan Bogan. And it'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Silex. Already up by 11. Daniel Havlick coming in. So both Havlicks, along with Brian Hankey, Turbeville, and Trey Mudd out there right now for the Owls. Hankey, first free throw, earns him the second. 10 points for Brian tonight. Second shot, he hit them both. 23-10. Chester with it in the backcourt to Bogan, back to Chester. Now for Jude. And that one's good. Finally, someone else in the book, Jordan Bogan for Crossroads, as Hankey has it. Back to Havlick. That's Daniel. Oh, NBA range three, and that one's a little off the mark. Trey Mudd, the rebound, and a travel called. Ooh. Yeah, he moved his foot, but the ball was being ripped out at the time. I think that's more of a tie-up than a travel. 11-point lead through the hands of Bogan and goes back to Silex with 3:08 to play. First half action here from Silex High School. Across the line. Here's Brian Hankey. Timeout taken by Aaron Hankey, head coach of the Owls, with 2:59 to play in quarter number 2. 23-12, Silex leads Crossroads on TribCast.
Are you still looking for a bank that knows you by name, offers convenient hours, and hometown service? Look no further than Community State Bank of Missouri. Hello, this is Deb Olson. Our pleasant staff is here to welcome you and service all of your banking needs. Stop by our office in Bowling Green or Troy and experience the banking difference. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your Exmark professional turf care equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Turbeville with it. Over to the far side for Hankey. Puts up another three. That one's good. Brian Hankey. He's having himself a second quarter. He's just hit his fourth three of the game. Bogan. That shot no good, and on the rebound, a push called against Turbeville, and he wasn't even facing him. Oof. Third foul on Turveyville, 8th team foul against the Owls. So 1-1, and Creech will have to come off the bench. And the first shot and a lane violation. And that was called, I think, on Bogan on the far side for coming across. To the near side for Creech. Lobs it back, tips it down. Here's Trey Mudd. He's blocked out of bounds right off of a picture of Izzy Scroy. Up and around. Here's Brian Hankey. He pulls back over to the far side for Havlick. Now for Justin Havlick from Daniel. Gets it back again. Trying to find some room. Goes off the glass. No good. Tip up. No good. And finally the ball pulled down by Jordan Carradine for Crossroads. To Jordan Bogan. Pass. Tip back. Chester has it again. They get it down to Huck. Turnaround shot. That one is no good for Jordan Bogan. He having all sorts of trouble down there. He does have 2 points. Here's Trey Mudd to the hoop. Scoop. No. Try to reverse a little scoop shot there. It didn't happen for him. Down to 1.5 minutes to go in the first half. State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime coming up. That shot off the mark. Here's Trey Mudd going 1-on-3 on the current. Kicks it back. Here's Havlick for 3. That one's good. That's Justin Havlick with his first 3 points tonight. Ooh, quickly into the offensive end, and now a steal. Trey Mudd ahead of the pack to the hoop and in. He's got 4 points. Here's Chester with it. 31-12, Silex leads. And a timeout taken as Kavion Chester got it in front of his bench. The timeout called by Jerome Douglas, and we'll take a break too with 55.2 seconds to go in the first half on TribCast.
Mid-America Auto and Towing. Complete automotive service. New and used tires with wholesale pricing. Mid-America Auto and Towing has a great line of used cars and trucks available with financing options for everyone. Buy here and pay here on select models at Mid-America Auto and Towing. Now at 15877 Highway 54 in Bowling Green across from the fairgrounds. Mid-America Auto and Towing.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. With an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at PCMH, and I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, we strive to prevent, diagnose, and treat a wide variety of injuries, ranging from sprains and fractures to heat stroke and concussions. In addition to sports coverage, we offer impact testing for head injuries as well as athletic enhancement for those athletes looking to get a step ahead of the competition. Rest assured, we're at work while your athletes are at play.
55.2 seconds to go. It'll be Crossroads ball right below us here in the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Kavion Chester with it. Down to 48 seconds to go. Gets it to Jackson Dubslaw. Over to the far side for Jordan Carradine. Back up top to Dubslaw. To the near side for Huck Raymond. All the way back to Carradine on the far side to Huck Raymond again. Back to Dubslaw. To the near side, and then tipped and stolen by Brian Hankey. Hankey dumps it off to Havlick, and they'll set the offense. Here's Creech for 3. Scott Creech with a tray. 34-12. His first 3 points tonight. Down to 15 seconds to go. Here's Chester. And the pass tipped out of bounds by Creech. Nice play defensively after hitting the big shot at the other end. 9.9 seconds to go in the first half of this ball game. Huck Raymond gets it in, and it's rejected by Daniel Havlick. The freshman making a nice defensive play. 7.9 seconds to go. Get it out. Chester Kavion steps inside 3, puts it up and in. Where would they be without Kavion Chester? Long shot, off the top and out. And we've played 2 quarters here from Silex. 34-14. Silex leads after the first 2. Back with the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime after this on the peoplestribune.com.
Have you been frustrated by slow internet available where you live? Great news. Now you have a choice. Viasat Internet has just rolled out brand new fast internet plans available in your area. Call your local internet expert, Cellular and Satellite Center today. Standard installation is free, and they can usually get you installed in 3 to 5 days. Don't put up with slow internet any longer. Call Cellular and Satellite Center at 573-324-3722. Terms and restrictions apply. See viasat.com for details.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana are proud to sponsor our area high school teams and wish everyone success this season. Uplifting and comforting, Bibb Beach Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Home will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Proud to be of service, visit online at bibbbeach.com or collierfuneral.com. A personal touch can mean so much. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, Bowling Green and Silex and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana. Take your grocery list to County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia and save big on the foods and essentials your family loves. Savings every day throughout the store in every department, or let County Market do the cooking for you with signature fried chicken, roasters, sides, and desserts. And don't forget to use your Max card. They're free and available for instant use from your local County Market grocer in Louisiana, Vandalia, or shop anytime. Find recipes and more at mycountymarket.com.
It's time for the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And welcome back to Silex. It's cheer camp night. Cheer jam, as their shirts say. So we'll get a nice little performance here while we continue on here in the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime here as Silex leads it by 20 points after 2 quarters. And really, I mean, Kavion Chester or nothing is just not a very good shooting Crossroads team this season, with the exception of Chester, who are not, it's not only, their leading scorer, but perfect from the free throw line as well. So he's got 98% of their scoring through the first 2 quarters. So if he gets into any more foul trouble, he's already picked up 2. If he has any more, then I think Crossroads is ready to call it a night. I mean, they're already down 20 in this ball game after 2 quarters. And boy, the shooting of Brian Hankey, not quite the Molly Stanek performance from the first half in the girls' game, but pretty darn good. 4 threes, 14 points. And he's just been on fire so far for the Silex Owls. And they're moving it around real well, too. I mean, everyone except for 2 players that have been in the ball game have registered points for Silex, as they've really spread around the scoring and kind of made Crossroads kind of spin themselves into the ground defensively through the first 2 quarters. It's frustrating when you got a team that can move the ball that much better than your side can. And I think that'll create some fouls and some opportunities if it continues in the second half. I'll take a quick break as the mini cheerleaders continue here. You can keep watching that, and we'll be back with more of the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime after this.
In a world at the mercy of every rise and fall of the thermometer, your local Bryant professional will stand and defend you, your family, your home, and your bank account from fluctuating temperatures and rising energy bills.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, sparksheatingandcooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Cindy Blaylock will be there for you. 201 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Online at cindyblaylockagency.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
The 10th season of TribCast basketball on thepeoplestribune.com is brought to you in part by Cole Chiropractic Center, Abel's Quick Shops, Bowling Green Lumber Company, by Lynn's Heritage House, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, Hayden's Motorsports Center, and by Pike County Title Company. More high school basketball is coming up, celebrating 10 years of champions. This is TribCast. If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
It's time for the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Well, one young lady, she thinks she has to hit the target out there at center court. Getting ready for the duck toss here. We saw it on Monday, and first the little kids, and then everybody gets a chance, I think, to win a fabulous prize here at halftime at Silex. And where's the music? Where's our duck dance music? There you go. How about first half scoring while we watch the kids throw some ducks and try and get closest to the target there? I think it's for a basketball. So let's get the scoring out of the way. Brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Ken Feeds, Asco and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. For the Crossroads Current, they scored 5 in the first quarter, 9 in the second quarter for 14 points in the first half. 2 points for Jordan Bogan, and the other 12 scored by Kavion Chester. For Silex, they've spread the ball a bit more around the scoring through the first 2 quarters. Landon Harlem with 2 points, a 3-point first half for Scott Creech, a 3-point first half for Tommy Grody, 3 of 4 shooting free throws, 3 points for Justin Havlick, 4 points for Trey Mudd so far, 5 for Charles Turbyville, but he has 3 fouls, 14 points for Brian Henke, including 4 threes here in the first half of this ballgame. Things got crazy with the duck toss there. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Ken Feeds, Asco and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. And again, Crossroads, 4 of 6 shooting free throws, including 4 for 4 by Kavion Chester. Silex, as a team, I mentioned the 3 of 4 for Tommy Grody, 1 for 2 Charles Turbyville, and 2 for 2 for Brian Henke in the first half. So really a pretty good free throw shooting first half from both these clubs. 34-14, 20-point Silex lead after 2. And we'll be back with more of the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime for you after this.
If you buy power from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, you help power your community. How? Quiver River belongs to the people it serves. With people like you in charge, you know decisions about your power are made with you in mind, your community too. What kind of decisions? Sending you a check when there's money left after expenses, holding down rates, helping you save, serving your community. Good for you, power for your community. Quiver River Electric, owned by those we serve.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asco and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at YoungEnterprisesInc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Pike County Hospice provides specialized high-quality care and support to patients and their families facing a life-limiting illness. We offer love, hope, and dignity at the end of life by offering a team approach consisting of physicians, skilled nurses, social workers, spiritual counselors, home health aides, and volunteers. We provide respite care for family and loved ones and offer 24-hour-a-day access to a hospice team. Pike County Hospice reduces financial stress on families and provides bereavement care to loved ones.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
This is the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. Here to help life go right, State Farm is there.
Well, we hope this first half wasn't fueled by the crowd, because a lot of folks are packing it up after the junior cheer portion of the evening ended. Silex back on the floor. Crossroads just coming out of the locker room now. They put a little extra time on because of junior cheer and then the duck toss. But all that's cleaned up now. Maybe we'll get this thing going a little bit before the halftime clock expires. 34-14. Silex just needs to keep doing what they're doing. Move the ball around and get that open three. Crossroads, they've got to find some sort of answer for Silex, or this game's going to get out of hand real quick. It was an 18-point Silex lead at halftime of the girls' game, and Crossroads came back, cut it to single digits. They really they doubled and even tripled Molly Stanek. So what does Coach Jerome Douglas learn from that, as his team is down by 20 to the Owls after 2 quarters? The boys, not so much a one-trick pony, and Silex spread the ball around in the girls' game in the second half and showed Crossroads they weren't. But I don't know what you can do when everybody's scoring for the Owls. Who do you key on? And a lot of your woes come from the fact that you're having difficulty scoring within 5 feet. So Crossroads needs to figure something out as we go to the second half. Our La Crosse Lumber Company second half start just minutes away on thepeoplestribune.com.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170.
B&B Automotive, 812 West Main in Bowling Green.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Schuchard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, La Crosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices, and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, La Crosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. La Crosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
This is the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. Here to help life go right, State Farm is there.
2 quarters in the books here at Silex. Still about 2 minutes to go before we start the second half. The ladies' game went to the Lady Owls, 59-43, 25 points for Molly Stanek. She's your Community State Bank TribCast Player of the Game. We'll be in the boys' game. Silex up 34-14 after 2 quarters, and already a 14-point night for Brian Hankey. So he's your leading candidate thus far in the evening. Second half start coming up next on thepeoplestribune.com.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Equal housing lender.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
Silex will be moving left to right in the second half. Crossroads right to left. Our second half start brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. Everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873. Near side, Hankey gets it back to Tommy Grody. Grody over to the far side for Charles Turbyville, playing with 3 fouls. Back to Grody. Over to Charles again. To the wing for Hank Kinsey. Back to Charles Turbyville now for Tommy Grody. To the near side. That shot, the 3 is good. It was off camera when he shot it, but the 3 goes down for Hankey. And it's 37-14. Almost a steal. He's got 17 points now, does Brian. And knockout, no foul. Hankey knocked it out, and here's Miles Thomas with it. Pass tipped in the air by Hankey, and now a foul whistled on number 32, Jackson Dubslaw. That's his first, team's first in the second half. Here's Brian with it again. Off the hands of Hank. He recovers over to the far side for Charles Turbyville. Charles. Back to Hankey. Crosses it. Tommy Grody feeds across the key to Trey Mudd, who scores. Trey Mudd with 6 points here in the ball game. 39-14. Silex continuing where they left off. And here's Kavion Chester. His first touches of the second half. Gets it across. Shot off the glass. Good. And a foul. Jordan Carradine. And the foul's on Trey Mudd, his first team, or his second, team's first in the second half, on the first points of the night for Jordan Carradine. 39-16, could make it 17 from the line. He's 0 for 2 from that spot so far in the game. And can't hit this one, but the rebound pulled down, and another foul against the Owls on the floor against Bogan. And it goes against Trey Mudd. Back-to-back fouls on Trey. He's got 3. Turbyville's got 3. They get it in. Here's Chester. A little long on the 3 ball. And the rebound picked up by Trey Mudd to the near side for Turbyville. Charles to the baseline, and he's fouled. And another foul on Dubslaw. His second, team second. And Landon Harlan comes in. He'll replace Trey Mudd. Just double it up. 44 replaces 22. To the far side, here's a 3. That one is good. Hank Kinsey with his first 3 points tonight. 42-16. Here's Chester. Kavion pulls back. Looks at Tommy Grody in front of him to the near side for Dubslaw. And back up again. Carradine back to Chester. Over to Carradine again. He'll try a 3. That one is good. Jordan Carradine getting a little hot from the three-point stripe. 42-19. Here's Hankey to the near side for Tommy Grody. Into the corner now. Fed inside. Drew Harlan back to Turbeville. His three is a little bit long. Rebound tipped around. Turbeville gets it back. Goes to the hoop and can't hit. And we got an injured player. Dobslaw. And I'm not sure. I think he got the wind knocked out of him. And he's smiling as he gets past the referee. I'm not sure if Coach said something funny or if he was trying to sell something that wasn't there. Jude Huck Raymond back into the ballgame to replace Dobslaw. Gets it to Carradine. Now to Chester. Kavion Chester. For Bogan to the far side. Here's a three. A little long this time. Rebound, Bogan had it. And Grody got it back. Here's Turbeville into the corner. Three. That one's a little long. Rebound, Kinsey, and a foul. I think that's on Kavion Chester. It is. It's his third. Ooh. 4:41 to play. And back into the ball game come Justin Havlick and Scott Creech. Turbeville checks out. So does Hank Kinsey. 42-19 Silex. Back up top. Here's Tommy Grody. Over to the far side for Scott Creech. Back to Tommy. Near side, how about another three for Hankey? That one's off the mark. Creech the rebound. And he'll kick it back and reset the offense. Tommy Grody with it to the near side for Havlick. Trying to lob inside. We got a foul against the Current. And that's on number 23 rather. Jordan Carradine, his first, team's fourth. Harlan, all the way back up top. Grody almost got fouled. Here's Hankey across the lane to Havlick. Back across for Harlan. He scores and is fouled. Landon Harlan a chance for a three-point play. Good passing by Silex. A foul goes against Jordan Bogan, his third, team's fifth. And the shot for Harlan completes the three-point play. 45-19. Miles Thomas with it and has it stolen. Here comes Havlick back the other way. Across. Grody off the glass is good. Tommy Grody. He's got 5. And the lead swells yet again. It's almost up to 30. 28-point advantage for Silex. Thomas into the middle and stolen by Hankey. Works it down. Havlick into the corner. Here's Creech for three. A little long in that one. And Bogan tracks down the long rebound for the Current. Ahead to Kavion Chester. Chester. No points here in the second half so far after scoring 12 in the first half. And now the ball stolen. Good play by Grody. Knock it over to Hankey. Here comes Bryan to the hoop, and it's a 30-point lead for the Owls. 5 points in the second half, 19 in the game for Bryan Hankey. 49-19, Crossroads trails Silex. Here's Chester. Trying to work it down low. We're going to have a foul on Scott Creech, his first, team's third here in the second half. 2:52 to go in the third. And into the ball game, Daniel Havlick. He replaces Bryan Hankey. Jude gets it in. Now Chester with it. It's on the near side for Thomas. Back to Kavion Chester. Backs up, backs up. Says Jude, go over there. Instead, he goes to Miles Thomas on the far side. Back to Jordan Bogan. Now here's Chester, long three. Off the mark this time. Jude knocks it to the corner, and Huck Raymond picks it up. Here's Chester to the hoop. No. Landon Harlan the rebound. He'll hand it off for Tommy Grody. Ahead to Justin Havlick. Havlick goes to the baseline, kicks it out. Scott Creech for three. That one rims out. Bogan had it go off his chest. Glasses a bit of skew. And Grody's shot missed the backboard. Missed everything. Goes to the far side now for Kavion Chester. Corner for Miles Thomas all the way across to Jude Huck Raymond. Here's a three. That's short. Rebound and an over-the-back call whistled on Jordan Carradine. His first, team sixth, and the next one will be 1-and-1s. And Brian Hankey comes back in with a minute 49 to go in the third quarter. He replaces Tommy Grody. And up the floor comes Brian Hankey. Landon Harlan over the far side. Havlick going to float to the hoop. He can't hit. Harlan's put back, no. How about another one? Havlick, reverse layup, no. Put back, no. Rebound, finally grabbed by Miles Thomas for Crossroads. Here he comes, too hard. Tip back, no good. Creech the rebound for Silex. Here comes Brian Hankey. Gets it down, Landon Harlan, and Hankey is hurt. He twisted an ankle there. Harlan the finish. He's got 7 points. 51-19, but the worry right now is about the ankle of Brian Hankey. We'll take a break as they tend to him. 51-19. Silex leads here in the third on TribCast.
Mid-America Auto and Towing. Complete automotive service. New and used tires with wholesale pricing. Mid-America Auto and Towing has a great line of used cars and trucks available with financing options for everyone. Buy here and pay here on select models at Mid-America Auto and Towing. Now at 15877 Highway 54 in Bowling Green across from the fairgrounds. Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Hankey had to be helped off the floor by Havlick. He's on the bench now. I'm not sure if this is a previous injury, re-aggravated or what, but we'll see if he can come back in. So far, he's our leading player of the game candidate. Down to a minute 10. They get it across the line. Shot short, and the rebound picked up by Kinsey. Tried to get it to Daniel Havlick. It was behind him. Turnover with 1 minute to go. Gives it back to the Crossroads Current. Jude Huck Raymond. Inbounds for Miles Thomas. Thomas gets it to Chester on the near side. They get it back to Miles for three. Off the glass and good. Miles Thomas. His first 3 points tonight. Far side, Scott Creech back up top for Havlick. Daniel going to try the three, and that one's good. Daniel Havlick, first 3 points tonight. So they trade threes for their first points of the night. Now it's 54-22. 23 seconds to go. Three from the near side. That one's off the mark. Creech the rebound down to 15 seconds. Here comes Daniel Havlick across the line for the Owls to the near side for Kinsey. Now for Justin Havlick across and knocked out of bounds on a good play by Jude Huck Raymond, senior for the Current. 54-22, 8.4 seconds to go. Kinsey comes near side. It's stolen. Make him turn, make him turn, make him turn. Ball goes to the floor, down to 2 seconds. Turnaround shot at the buzzer, no. And the Owls will go to the fourth quarter with a running clock, 54-22. After three, they lead Crossroads on TribCast.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best outcome for your athlete. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. We're at work while your athletes are at play.
Have you been frustrated by slow internet available where you live? Great news. Now you have a choice. Viasat Internet has just rolled out brand new fast internet plans available in your area. Call your local internet expert, Cellular and Satellite Center today. Standard installation is free and they can usually get you installed in 3 to 5 days. Don't put up with slow internet any longer. Call Cellular and Satellite Center at 573-324-3722. Terms and restrictions apply. See viasat.com for details.
Start of the fourth quarter. Check the scoring with Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Ken Feeds, Ascron DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. New players in there for Crossroads. We'll get you updated on that as well as they go up top to Miles Thomas. Thomas over to the far side for Tyler Turner. Turner gives it to number 20, Kendall Gunn. And a steal now. Tommy Grody coming up the floor with it across the way. Kick it down low. Shot off the glass. No, but a foul. The foul goes against Jackson Dubslaw. And the shot for Blake Thurlman is good. Just into the ball game. And the second shot a little bit short for Thurman. And on that, Silex will get it again on the far side. 55-22, clock running, 6:45 to play. Far side, they work it across. It's Colin Twellman into the ball game. So a couple of JV names getting in there for the Owls. To the near side for Thurman. Corner. Pardon my handiwork here, my camera work, and the ball stolen away. Here comes Kendall Gunn for the Current. Gunn gets it back for Miles Thomas. As I think Chester's night is done. Here's Thomas to the near side for Gunn. Into the corner now. Good to see Dubslaw back in the ball game. Back to Gunn. That's travel. 5:53 to play. Nope, Chester's not done. He's coming back in. Kavion and Scott Creech for Silex as Gunn checks out. To the near side. Turbyville now back up top for Tommy Grody. To Turbyville again. Looks for Thurman. He'll put up the three. That one's good. Blake Thurman with a tray. 58-22. Thomas to Chester. Lobs it in, knocked out of bounds, back to Silex. And more substitutions as Justin Havlick comes in. Hank Kinsey comes in, and back in is Jordan Carradine to replace Tyler Turner. Tyler helped get my roster straight for the Crossroads Current early tonight. So I thank him for that. Along with Huck Raymond. He's like, I'm not on there. Over to the far side. Here's Chester. 4:17 to play. Kicks it down low. Carradine had to readjust, and then he's blocked by Colin Twellman. Out high for Blake Thurman. Thurman back up top. Bounce pass down low to Kinsey. Hank back. Here's Thurman again, and another three. Wow. Kid's working out there. He's got 7 points since coming in the ball game. Daniel Havlick going to check back in here in a second. 61-22 to the near side. And a push called against the Owls. And that's on Colin Twellman. And back in for Kinsey is Daniel Havlick. Lob pass to Chester. Chester from inside 3. Shot no good. The rebound, Colin Twellman. 61-22. Ball stolen by Chester. He goes in 1-on-2. Pass Havlick to the hoop. No. And Havlick the rebound for Silex. All the way into Scott Creech. Creech back to Thurman. Over to the far side for Havlick to Havlick. That was Justin to Daniel. Daniel with it right now for the Owls. Over to the far point for Justin. Back to Daniel to the near side for Thurman. Back up top and around. Killing clock here are the Owls. Stay with us for the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast post game. Back to Havlick. Turnaround shot. Colin Twellman is good. Wow. These kids are putting on a show. First 2 points for Twellman, and it's 63-22. Back the other way. A 3, no good. Over everything, and Twellman the rebound. Two minutes to go. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Havlick. So it'll go back to the Crossroads Current. Down to a minute and 50 remaining. And Silex going to pick up their 5th win of the season on a double win night against Crossroads. That shot no good. Full disclosure, that's what we were hoping for when we came down for the Silex Crossroads matchup, was a couple of Silex wins. Turnaround shot, Carradine's good. He's got 7 points. 63-24. Thurman over to the far side. Now here's Creech. So they're looking to burn off the final minute 15. Here's Havlick with it. Near corner. Thurman skips it far side. Back to Havlick That shot is short for Daniel. And the rebound pulled down by Bogan. Well, Bogan won the opening toss, but that's the only thing that Crossroads is going to win tonight. That shot no good for Carradine, and the rebound pulled down by Scott Creech. Coach Aaron Hakey calls out corners. He wants this clock run off. Here's Thurman back to Havlick. Daniel back to Thurman. Blake. With 24 seconds to go, they're not going to play any more defense. Here's Creech. Down to 15. We'll be back with the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast post game in just a minute. Our final score in this one, 63-24, Silex over Crossroads, right here on the peoplestribune.com. There's the final horn. We'll be back in a minute.
The Bibb Veitch Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana are proud to sponsor our area high school teams and wish everyone success this season. Uplifting and comforting, Bibb Veitch Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Home will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Proud to be of service, visit online at bibbveitch.com or collierfuneral.com. A personal touch can mean so much. Bibb Veitch Funeral Homes, Bowling Green and Silex, and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana. Take your grocery list to County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia and save big on the foods and essentials your family loves. Savings every day throughout the store in every department, or let County Market do the cooking for you with signature fried chicken, roasters, sides, and desserts. And don't forget to use your Max card. They're free and available for instant use from your local County Market grocer in Louisiana, Vandalia, or shop anytime. Find recipes and more at mycountymarket.com.
It's time for the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame, brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
And welcome back to Silex. We're joined by our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game. 19 points tonight, Brian Hankey. First off, how's the ankle?
Feeling better, but hurt when I went down.
Yeah, just when you stopped?
Yeah.
Roll it or just?
No, I just tweaked it a little bit, I think.
All right. Well, that's a bad way to end a great night. 19 points tonight, including 5 3-pointers. Did you just have the time tonight to get the good looks, or?
My teammates were helping me out. Coach drew up some good plays, and I was able to knock a couple down.
And that's something we noticed. You guys were moving the ball extremely well tonight. I mean, they've got some big guys. I mean, they're not great basketball players, but they're big. They have long arms, and you guys were able to kind of thread the needle with your passes tonight. It was actually pretty fun to watch. Mm-hmm. You pick up your 5th win. Have we seen the best of the Silex Owls yet?
Well, we've been playing better basketball lately, and we're getting better and better, and just in time for district, so.
Well, congratulations. I'll let you crawl away, Brian. 19 points tonight, Community State Bank TribCast player of the game. Let's get a handshake in here, and let's see if we can find your coach, Aaron Hankey, as well, it stretched that far. There he goes. All right. Coach, 5th win of the season. This one, I know Crossroads isn't a great team, but the things you were able to do tonight were pretty impressive.
Yeah, the boys executed very, very well. I was pleased throughout the game with our effort on the defensive side, and even when the score was quite a bit in our favor, they still played hard, and that's what I'm more proud of tonight than anything else.
The passing was very good. It really opened up a lot of looks for Brian tonight, and I mean, you just look down. Everybody who got in the game scored. So I mean, that means you're moving it around and getting the space and time you need.
Yeah, we don't run a ton of set plays. We move the ball quite a bit, and the boys have been making that extra pass, and we got a lot of hard closeouts, which led to open shots, and the boys executed really well.
How about that turnaround jumper at the end by the freshman? Hey,
that was really nice. He was the last kid left to score, and those are his first varsity points ever.
Yeah.
He was. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a big smile downstairs.
That was Cowan, right?
No, that was Noah Galkey.
Okay. I had the wrong number. Well, he's gonna look back, and I'm gonna say the wrong name, and I apologize for that. But Noah Galkey. So yeah, it was impressive though, that turnaround jumper, and then
he was the one that hit our game winner against Klopt in the JV game Monday night. So he's been having a pretty solid season.
And then Blake comes in, hits a pair of threes.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. Yeah, you got the Daniel to score some points tonight. Hank got the 3 there in the 3rd quarter. Everybody scored. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was just a fun game for the boys, and they've been working really, really hard, and to finally come through and execute well enough to get a W, it's good going into the last 3 games this season for districts.
Brian says you guys have been playing better.
Oh yeah.
Have we seen the best yet?
No. This is just a taste. Hopefully, you get all guys cooking on all cylinders, and we like to keep the pace up, and hopefully one day everything comes together, and we're gonna show somebody in hopefully districts this week, or in a couple weeks.
Well, congratulations on the win tonight. We'll see you again soon.
Yep, I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Coach Aaron Hankey here in the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast post game. Brian before that, as we get the brothers on here, and get that kid off the screen. All right, 63-24 is our final. We'll be back with final scoring numbers after this as we continue the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast post game on thepeoplestribune.com.
In a season of falling temperatures and rising energy bills, your local Bryant professional stands ready to defend your home's comfort. Because when the temperature falls, Bryant turns up the heat efficiently.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, sparksheatingandcooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Ramsey Dickerman will be there at 503 West Highway 54 in Vandalia. Online at RamseyDickerman.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
The 10th season of TribCast basketball on thepeoplestribune.com is brought to you in part by Cole Chiropractic Center, Abel's Quick Shops, Bowling Green Lumber Company, by Lynn's Heritage House, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, Hayden's Motorsports Center, and by Pike County Title Company. More high school basketball is coming up, celebrating 10 years of champions. This is TribCast. It's time for the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame. Brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
All right, final scoring numbers brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Kent Feeds, Ascro, DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. For Crossroads, only 2 points in the fourth quarter with the running clock. 2 for Jordan Bogan. 3 points for Miles Thomas tonight, 7 points for Jordan Carradine, and 12 for Kavion Chester, who was held off the score sheet in the second half after being pretty much they are only scoring in the first half. For Silex, you got 2 points for Noah Galke. I apologize for calling you the wrong name when you hit those points, but Noah gets his first varsity point. 7 for Blake Thurman, 3 points for Scott Creech, 7 for Landon Harlan, 5 points for Charles Turbyville, 5 points for Tommy Grody. 6.9 for Trey Mudd, 3 points for Justin Havlick, 3 for Hank Kinsey, 3 for Daniel Havlick, and 19.9 for our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game, Brian Hankey, who unfortunately had to leave with an ankle injury there in the fourth quarter. 63-24 is our final. I'm about to be the last person in the gym, so we'll wrap things up. This has been the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame. We'll be back with more basketball action next week right here on thepeoplestribune.com. Good night, everybody.